we see that several therapeutic strategies have been tested in the past years for malignant mesothelioma. Surgery, of course, radiotherapy, immunotherapy, and chemotherapy. And we see some of the molecules, the chemical mostly used in conventional therapies, pemetrexed, gemcitabine, cisplatin. All these agents can kill cells. But even if these substances have been used successfully in many other solid tumors, unfortunately, this is not true for mesothelioma because, as I said, it's a very resistant tumor to the conventional therapies. So because of that, we try to find new therapeutical approaches. We have a general scenario of what is going on in a cell. On the left side, we see a scheme showing that the growth signal, the signals leading to cell proliferation and tissue formation, is the result of several biochemical reactions starting from the cell surface and going through different steps into the nucleus, where the final destination is, of course, DNA, which is the important master of all the reactions occurring in the cell. So the rationale of our work was that the receptor tyrosine kinases, which is the button, the big button that you see on top of the envelope cell membrane, can be a good target, and by inhibiting receptor downstream signaling, so the series of biochemical reaction I mentioned before, we could get rid of a tumor chemoresistance. And so the old or new substances able to inhibit this signaling, we thought they could be useful to get rid of cancer cell chemoresistance. We have a picture, a family picture, we could say, of different molecules. Sometimes they have quite weird names, but these are the names we use to identify these molecules. Some molecules are on the cell surface, other molecules are in the cell interiors, and also, of course, in the nucleus, many other reactions occur. The results of all these pathways you see following the arrows, starting by asbestos exposure and cooperating with other different reactions, lead to the so-called cell survival. And cell survival is a very important step for a cancer, because if cell can survive despite all the DNA mutations, the DNA damage they suffered, it means that they have a good chance to become tumor cells and to develop cancer.